Okay, you had 4 seconds to turn this off, but you didn't, so now you're going to be subjected to an opinion, a digression, and a quote. In our opinion, Dubai was the highlight of the trip. It was just so completely different. How could it go from this to this in a single lifetime? I'd say unregulated capitalism had something to do with it. Others will say just the opposite. I'm going to read the Sheik's book to try to figure it all out. In any event, that was our trip. We went around the world. We weren't the first. Magellan wasn't the first either. Ferdinand only made it 3/4 of the way around, but he's still in parts in the Philippines. His expedition started with 5 ships and 270 men. 18 men on a single ship made it all the way around. The captain of that ship was Juan Sebastian Elcano, so he's usually given the title of First Circumnavigator. But the guy with the better First Circumnavigator story is Enrique of Malacca. Enrique's circumnavigation story begins a decade earlier in 1511. In that year, Magellan had sailed west to east from Spain across the Indian Ocean to the Spice Islands, Malaysia, Malacca. It was here he loaded up on all of the spices of the East, plus a few captives, including a native he named Enrique of Malacca. Magellan kept Enrique close, and he became an invaluable interpreter on all of Magellan's subsequent voyages, including, of course, the attempted circumnavigation. When Magellan was killed in April 1521 in the Philippines, Enrique expected to be freed. Magellan had promised him that, and so it said in his will. But the surviving captains reneged on the deal. Immediately, Enrique concocted and carried out a stunning plan of revenge. On the one hand, Enrique told the local chieftains that the Spanish intended to kidnap one or more of them. At the same time, he told his Spanish captains that the chieftains had prepared a feast and gifts to take back to their Spanish king. It all worked like a charm. The Spanish delegation, including some of the captains, went ashore and were promptly slaughtered. Enrique quickly jumped ship. For Enrique to complete his circumnavigation, we only have to assume that he then made his way from the Philippines to his home in Malacca, a distance of 1,500 miles. Let's do that. Enrique becomes the first circumnavigator. And by the way, we've been listening to an instrumental entitled Enrique de Malacca, performed by Junior Kilat, which is a popular Philippine reggae band. Here is the band leader, Budoy Mirabilis.